much, sir.
All right, Dolly, well, I'm so excited to be chatting with you today. And, you know, you've had Dollywood out here for so long. Did you ever imagine that it was going to be as big as it is right now?
Well, I'd hoped it would do good, but I had no idea it was going to be all that it's become. You never know when you start a thing like that how big it can become. But I've been blessed with good people in my life, with good partners, and people that just kind of got in there and kind of helped make that dream bigger and bigger and bigger for me. And so now we're just really a force to be reckoned with, I guess you might say. Yeah, 38 years this year.
Right.
We're going into our 38th season. It just seems so like such a short time ago, but we're very proud. We've accomplished a lot during that time.
And you've really created such an amazing space for such a wide variety of people. I mean, I was telling them, I came here with a bunch of my girlfriends. We don't even have any kids, and we had the best time. So you guys really just create an environment that everybody can enjoy.
Well, that's true, and I'm glad you said that. We do tailor, you know, we kind of cater to families. We certainly do as far as our rooms, you know, at the resort, at the Dreamworld Resort, we have bunk beds and things where the parents and the kids can be together but still separate. And the same with the foods and the rides, because a lot of the parents don't like to ride the same rides. But, like you say, a lot of times we get couples that are retired and their kids are all gone. They love to come during the fall festival, like you, a bunch of girls come here. It's just like Molly, my friend Molly Cyrus, she comes here with some girlfriends now and then. They just have the best time ever. And so it is something for everybody here, and the food is good. You can get good healthy food, or you can eat the food that's not necessarily healthy but still good.
Yeah,
so,
no, you don't come to Dollywood to get healthy food, right?
Yeah, funnel cake's not necessarily healthy, but it makes you feel so good, it makes you think you're healthy.
Right. Well, obviously we're celebrating 50 years of I Will Always Love You, which is incredible. What does it mean 50 years later to you to have this song be celebrated?
Well, you never know. Just like that in the park, you never know how big a thing's going to come. When you write songs, you never know if they're going to be a hit or not, or all songwriters would be rich if you could tell that. But I knew that it was a sweet song when I wrote it. I wrote it from the bottom of my heart, and I felt it. And it was a fun, easy song to sing. But I had no idea that it would do all that it's done. It was really when Whitney did it, Whitney Houston did it as the theme song for The Bodyguard, the movie that was so big. That's when it really exploded. But I had a hit on it twice before that, a #1 hit, first time ever that the same artist has had a #1 song on the same song. And that was when I first recorded it 50 years ago. And then when I did the Best Little Chicken House in Texas movie, you know, it was #1 again then. And then I recorded it as a duet, you know, with Vince Gill. And so it just keeps living. Everybody keeps doing it as instrumentals. And I've made a lot of money on that little song.
Well, obviously, you know, you have such a wide variety of stuff that you've worked on. Now you're working on a new rock and roll album, which is so exciting. How does that compare to, you know, we're talking 50 years of I Will Always Love You. 50 years later, how does your music compare?
Well, it's just weird that here I am at my age doing a rock and roll album. I always just joke and say, I'm a rock star at 77 years old. But actually I have a lot of rock stars in this album. I've actually recorded a lot of great iconic songs, and I have a lot of the great iconic singers, legends on the album. And timing's everything, and when they put me in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I thought, well, if I'm ever going to do a rock and roll album, it needs to be right now. And I don't like to be given things that I don't earn. So I thought, well, this is my time. And it's going to be really good. I'm very proud of it. So I never know from one day to the next what I'm going to do, but I do know from every day that I'm going to be doing something. So I just kind of let the spirit lead me, as Mama would say.
Yes, and you know, we're talking about some collaborations here, and I think a really special collaboration you did recently was with Olivia Newton-John before she passed. I mean, what did that mean to you to be able to have that and have it be released, you know, after she passed?
Well, I loved Olivia. We had become kind of friends. We never, you know, we lived worlds apart, but we didn't get to see each other that much, but we were those kind of friends where it just seems like yesterday, even if it's been months or even a couple of years since you've seen them, it's like it's just yesterday. So we really bonded early on when we first met, when she first became a country star, you know, with Let Me Be There, you know, the song. And I loved her since then. And so the fact that we got to do Jolene, which she loved it, and she was doing her album and asked if I would sing on it. And I said, well, of course I'll sing on it. And I thought it turned out really good. I was so proud of the record, and so I was so glad we got that done. And I'm going to miss her a lot.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I'm a young woman that's been chasing her dreams since she was really young, and I'm really inspired by you just because, you know, that's something that you did. What would you say to somebody like me who's, you know, just kind of at the start or beginning of their career, really trying to accomplish really big things? What would you say?
Well, I would say if you truly believe in yourself and in your dream, and if you feel you really have the talent, whatever it is that you're after, you have to continue to do it. You may have to sacrifice and be willing to, but don't ever sacrifice your principles and your values and the things that matter most, that you're going to need more down the road. So just stick with it. And it's okay to change dreams in the middle of a stream too. Like I say, if you see that ain't working, maybe a piece of that dream maybe you were just being led to do something, maybe in the same field, but maybe in a different area. So it's okay to follow your dreams, but it's also to analyze them as you go, because you never really know what the true dream is, but just keep doing it is the main thing. And as my mama used to say, and I guess, I don't know who else said it, but it was like, to thine own self be true. You be true to you, know who you are, and don't let somebody lead you astray. You know what's right and wrong. I think everybody does if they just follow that thing inside.
That's amazing, and I'm going to definitely draw inspiration from that. Thank you so much for
thank you.
chatting with me.
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right.